Hey guys, Ken Ott here, Chief Growth Rebel at Metacake. We're an e-commerce growth team, and we get to partner with some of the most influential brands in the world to help them grow their revenue. We're back today with part 2 of our e-commerce email series, where we're teaching you how to use email, the #1 free marketing channel, to increase your revenue by up to 30%. And before we dive in, if you've missed part 1 of this series, make sure you click the link in the description to go catch up. We talked about why email is such a powerful marketing channel, how to use it correctly, and what it has to offer your business. Did you know that conversion rates on email are at least 3 times higher than on social media? And around 4% of email marketing traffic actually makes a purchase, compared to about 2% on search engine traffic and less than 1% on social media traffic. Since email is a low-cost marketing channel, it has an average rate of return of 122%, according to Klaviyo, who's one of the biggest email marketing platforms. And the best part, your email channel is actually all yours. Unlike Facebook or Google advertising, email is one of the only marketing channels that you own from the start. This means it's not subject to mysterious algorithms, ads being disapproved, or accounts getting banned, or censorship. You didn't hear that from me though. Email is here to stay, not because I say so, but because some person or billionaire in Silicon Valley doesn't own the platform. And so are the customers on your list. They're here to stay too, as long as you treat them well. So the work you put into optimizing your email program now is critical to your brand's long-term success. There's a quote by Peter Drucker that goes like this: "What gets measured gets managed." And you can't have a successful revenue-producing program if you're not measuring the right things, because you won't know what actions to take to drive results. So today, we're going to talk about the best ways you can measure the success of your email program. Why does this matter? Well, it's going to be nearly impossible for you to create a healthy email program if you don't know how to measure the effectiveness of literally everything you do. You may be writing great subject lines and compelling copy, and your emails may be packed with valuable content and really great offers. But if you're not measuring the results of those efforts, how do you know how to take your program to the next level? If something's not working, how do you know what that is? Investing in your email program is a valuable use of your time and your resources, as long as you're familiar with the most important metrics and you're able to judge the health of your program. If you're not sure where to start, we've come up with 5 success metrics for you to focus on. Understanding how each of these metrics impacts your email program is so important, and it will help you do what you do better. But before we dive in, I should mention that we're assuming you've already chosen an email platform that offers the analytics that you're gonna need and can integrate with your e-commerce store. That way, all of your data can flow between the platforms and you can truly measure the effect of your email program. If you're not there yet, we highly recommend looking into Klaviyo. While it's not the only option out there, we find that it's hard to beat, especially in the e-commerce space. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, list size. Our philosophy is always quality over quantity. A smaller, highly engaged list is always more valuable to your business than a big list with mostly unengaged or worse, fake names. The first benchmark we recommend you aim for is about 5,000 high-quality subscribers. And from there, you have to strategically scale up. Once you have a high-quality foundation, you can easily double or triple your list in the coming months. If you're feeling intimidated, or you're feeling like that number is just too small, just remember that the great brands that are really growing virally can see amazing success with just a small number of highly engaged customers. You don't need 1 million subscribers to be successful. The second metric you need to look at is your open rate. Your open rate is important because it measures the relevance of the emails that you're sending and how well you stand out in the inbox. If you have a high open rate, you can be confident that you're capturing the attention of your customers in the sea of other emails that they're getting. Look, I probably get about 100 emails a day, and the ones that I look at are ones that capture my attention. It's really not rocket science. If you want to increase your open rate, you've got to make sure you're A/B testing your subject lines and sending the winning subject line based on the highest open rate. If you're using Klaviyo, This process is so easy because they basically do it for you. A/B testing subject lines is a great way to narrow down what your audience responds to and create a strategy for capturing your audience's attention. Our recommended benchmark for a good open rate is above 20% and ideally 30%. By the way, pro tip, when you're choosing subject lines, make them very different from each other. Typically, I'll have one safe subject line and one really edgy subject line, and see which one resonates. The third key metric that you want to look at is your click-through rate. Your click-through rate measures the percentage of people that opened your email and then clicked through to your landing page. This is a good indication of whether you delivered on the subject line that you sold them when they clicked into your email, and how compelling your email content actually is. To increase your click-through rate, try A/B testing the content within your emails, and then see which gets the best result. You should create no more than 2 variations of each email. The version should test only one thing. So it might be the length of the email, or different calls to action, or different creative. Then send each email to a small portion of your list, and whichever one gets the highest click-through rate will be the version that you actually send to the rest of your list. Our benchmark for a good click-through rate is about 2% or higher. Okay, the fourth metric, unsubscribes. It's normal and healthy for people who are no longer interested to unsubscribe from your list. That's okay. In fact, you want that to happen. Remember the point about quality over quantity? Getting rid of people that don't listen to you actually improves your quality. But a high unsubscribe rate could mean that you're burning out your list with too many emails, or your emails are no longer relevant to the audience that's subscribed to you. This could indicate an imbalance of the email types that you're sending, or a lack of understanding of the needs of your subscribers. So a good practice is to send 1 to 2 relevant and valuable emails per week. Now, obviously, when you're running a sale or you're in the middle of holiday season, you can send a lot more emails than that because people expect it. Whatever you send, make sure you're intentional about what you send within the emails. As a rule, add value with every email that you send. If you do this, it's really